Xanderhall.
Hey. Hey, everybody. My name is Xanderhall. I do left-wing political content. I do some gaming stuff as well, and if you enjoy that, then you'll probably enjoy me.
All right. For the first, I guess like intro thingy. Do any of you guys have pets?
No.
Oh, I do.
Yes, I have 2
I
pets.
have a lot of pets.
Actually,
Oh,
3
God.
pets.
I don't like where this is going.
Look, I'm just asking. Okay. Why don't we go around? Everybody tell me about your pets. What pets you
Oh
have.
my fuck! What is this? But this is fucking boring, isn't
This I don't
No.
think it's gonna be boring at all.
No.
I can't wait to see what she
Just do
says.
it. Just do it.
Oh my.
I'm afraid to.
Just
I
tell
think
us
I know where
about
this is
your
going.
Dude,
This
don't
might
bring
be
my pets
the
into
eating
this.
dog
Okay,
discourse.
I'll actually
This
fight
might
you.
be the dog eating discourse.
All right, I
There's
have,
no
I
innocent
have,
on
questions
Twitter.
on this show.
I have 2 dogs, Pickles and Olive. One is Mutt, and then the other one is mixed.
Someone filled my house.
Half
with
black
fucking
lab,
salmon.
half black German Shepherd, and they're both puppies. They're barely like a year old. And then I have a bearded dragon named Reptar.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can get him and bring him in here if it makes me the winner of the panel.
It would.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Child
I
Logic, do you have
I need
pets?
community. I need written,
Okay, listen. I don't have any pets, but I do want to say something. Okay, if you'll allow me. It's in the form of a question. Is that okay? Actually, no. I can do it as a statement. Right? Sorry. Let me just say it. Okay. Could you imagine if a human egg was fertilized with dog semen, and what sort of horror that might create?
Yeah, thank you, Child
Might
Logic.
create.
Why?
Thank you, Child
On that.
Logic, for that. That's not where I was going with the question, but thank you.
My pleasure. Continue
Yeah.
on.
CTV, do you have any pets?
Yeah, I got a cat and 5 dogs.
Wow. Wow, what about you, DemonMama?
Oh yeah, I love pets. Pets are like my favorite thing. I have 1 pet that's a dog, 2 pets that are humans. It's really, really wonderful. And I love my pets. My dog Yo's fucking great. And I wanted to say, that was a little bit of offensive, Chud Logic, but just for the viewers at home, you now know what it looks like when a human egg is fertilized with dog semen, and it looks sexy as fuck. DemonMama.com. There you go. See?
Hell yeah. Nick?
Okay. I have 2 dogs. They're both small and adorable. And I'm not a big dog person. I like the fluffy little ones. Because I'm a badass. And yeah.
Nice. Xanderhall?
Well, I have a cat named Luna, and she's like 11 years old, pretty chilled cat, just likes to lay around. And I've got a little teacup Yorkie that weighs like 2 pounds or something like that named Emmy, and she's just adorable and just kind of runs around and kind of snarfs at people and stuff. She's Yorkie. I mean, there's not much else to say. Very small dog, very cute. Those are my 2 pets.
Very nice. I have no pets, but I used to. I had a cat. But she's kind of like an old lady cat, So
Oh, she's
she was
12
very
now?
chill.
Jesus, Luna's old.
Okay, topic 1. Would you rather kill and eat your pet or never orgasm again for
I
the rest
knew
of
it.
your life?
I fucking knew
Never
it.
orgasm again. Easy question. No matter what pet it's been throughout my whole life, 100% never orgasm again. There's like
Why
so
not?
much
Okay.
other shit in
I
life
was
you can
gonna
do
regret
besides that.
this.
Because like killing and eating your pet will probably at least for me, would probably destroy my life. Like that's something that would keep me up at night for the rest of my life, and I need therapy for it. Like the amount of money and resources I would lose from going through something like that, because I do love my pets a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends, right? Like if I had a pet cow that was basically just the cow that I'm raising on a ranch to one day eat, like that's a whole other thing. But like if we're talking my cat or my dog, that would fuck me up. I'd rather just not come ever again.
Okay,
fair enough.
do I have to kill all of them, or could I just pick
Just
one?
one.
Fuck. I don't think that made it any easier.
That made it easier.
Wait.
for me.
This actually might make the question easier or harder. Can you still get hard? Can you still have sex? You just can't come, right? That's it?
You do not experience arousal, and you do not come.
Oh, none whatsoever.
All right.
Nah, it can still work.
Sorry,
no,
buddy,
You
you
can
gotta
still
go.
figure ways out with that.
I feel like that makes it a little bit easier, right? Because if you don't experience the arousal, you don't really need to come anymore, right? It's just
Yeah, but is there an urge? Do you feel in your brain like an urge, but you just can't nothing can happen to
If
to
I'm
even
not
get to
gonna
that
miss
point?
it, I
or-
don't think I'd care. But if I'm gonna miss it, I mean.
Okay,
Sophie's
here's
gotta
a
go,
follow-up
right?
question. What if the only thing that makes you come anyway is killing and eating your pet? Then
You have to
it's
kill
not really
another
much of a
pet every
choice.
time.
It's not really
Right,
much
well,
of a
that's
choice
an-
because you're already in the situation where you haven't come in your life because you haven't.
Well,
killed your
then
pet.
you should probably take the latter and just stop being aroused because you're killing a lot of people's pets.
Yeah.
You also need to ring
Or
up
your own.
Killing your own
THC and
pet.
have them do an episode of a TV show on you.
I've got
Not
a
a bad
question.
idea. Hey, but that's gonna be-
I've got a biology question as a you know, if you're a dick haver, okay, with balls
Okay.
and cum,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Because you're not orgasming.
I don't have balls, but I do have cum.
Okay. Are your balls going to fill up because you're not coming, and eventually they might you might have a problem, and you have to get them drained? Say,
Huh?
would that be a problem?
Fuck, you're right. I take lock and load. Like I could die.
Is it
Xander
like
Hall would
wait?
die, yeah.
Is it like breast milk? You have to express
Eventually,
it?
yeah. Eventually, you got you know if you just have
Is that
cum, you've
real?
lost
There's no
wages,
fucking way
whatever.
that that's real.
did you-
There's
you
no
didn't
way.
know? You
It's
didn't
real.
know?
I mean, kind
Haven't
of.
you ever
It's
heard of
real.
Haven't you ever heard of splody scrotum syndrome? It's really bad. Okay, it's like a serious problem. I'm really happy that Chud Logic was willing to bring up such a bold
Well,
topic. It's something that's
Actually,
not discussed.
actually, if you don't, I think if you don't jerk off or whatever or come, eventually you have a wet dream or whatever, and then you come. But if you wouldn't be able to do that because you can't orgasm, it probably would make your balls like massive. I'd imagine. I mean, I'm not a
Well,
doctor, you know. but-
Does the body constantly produce semen? Because here's the thing, though. So for me, I take this this thing that was made by a podcast
Here we
I
go.
watched called
Here we go,
PKA
everybody.
called Lock and Load.
Okay.
And
So
I can confirm
like,
regardless of how
Alex
much
Jones
cum you make
yeah, what are
already.
you showing us your
Regardless
Alex
of how
Jones
much-
supplements
wait,
on
wait,
us?
wait, wait,
Whoa,
hold on.
Regardless,
We don't need your InfoWars supplements, all right?
Wait,
Look,
stop,
wait,
stop.
I have a
Important
clarifying
discussion.
question about the question. Can you pick the time that you do it?
that
The
you do
time
what?
that you do what?
Right? Okay, so like my bearded dragon, he's probably the number one select. But I'd like to wait. Like he's only got a couple years left in him anyways, right? He's
Well,
already
then you won't
past-
be able to come for those couple years, okay? So.
Well, here's the thing, though. I wanted to get this in because this is important. Because Xander Hall is
Damn
inevitably going to plug these cum pills all over the place. But here's the secret: if you just look at that goddamn ingredient list, you can make your own for about $100 a month, or $100 for like a 6-month supply, instead of getting scammed into that bullshit. Yes, they do work. The cum pills, of course, they work. Absolutely. You want more cum? Do it yourself. Look it up. There's fucking recipes everywhere. There's a whole
work,
bunch
chat.
of very
They
easy to
work.
verify things.
They
Don't fall
really
for
work.
Xander Hall's grift. He just wants you to buy his ball pills.
Well,
Xander
they're not my
Hall,
ball pills. I've got
aren't
nothing
you
to do with them.
21 or something? Why do you need
I'm 22.
like? Why? Okay,
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
what
you
the
don't. I
hell?
don't need
Hey,
them.
whoa,
I just
whoa,
like
whoa,
them.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
never
whoa.
going
Excuse
back.
me.
True.
Semen deficiency is a problem that affects people of all ages and sexes.
I'm sorry. My
That's
That's
apologies.
fine. That doesn't mean we
These-
can't shame them for it.
Why would you shame him for giving the love of his life the
Because
loads
it's fun.
that she has always wanted? No, you can shame him for selling grifty cum pills, but you cannot
think-
shame him.
I
for
think I could
wishing
do
for the
both.
cum
I think
Wait,
I
I'm not
can shame
selling
him for
any
that
pills. What?
What
And
is it?
shame him for buying InfoWars jizz pills. Okay.
The fuck
Okay,
pills are
so-
called lock and load. Jesus Christ. That's
Xander
awful.
Hall takes cum pills
It's a
every
it's
day.
a meme.
brother.
Why?
Yeah,
What,
what is
how does
that?
it feel to say I take cum pills every
Dude,
day?
yeah, and why are you taking cum pills just to bust nuts in your hand? What's happening over there?
How do you
I'm
think
not
it
gonna
feels to bust massive nuts and have orgasms that are 3 times as long as the normal person? I
Dude,
don't
you're
know.
the
It
only
feels
guy
great.
who
I'm
watches
never going
porn and
back.
You're like,
God.
God, mine has to be that big, dude.
This is
Wait,
the
hold on.
gayest shit I've
Well-
ever heard in my life.
Look,
Listen, I
That's what we're
like.
talking about.
Listen,
We're gonna get
if
gay.
I'm nutting on somebody, they better look like a fucking
Xander
freshly
Hall's
glazed
the one that
cinnamon
clicked
bun
on the
afterwards.
banner on the
Okay?
side that like nobody's ever supposed to click on. Oh
okay,
shit.
okay.
Not
So,
Really easy.
so just for
Homemade
a
cum pills.
second.
Homemade cum pills. Offers. There you go. Have a fun night. Okay.
Okay, but just a second here, okay? You can train yourself to do all those things, right, dude? That's not
What do you
like
mean,
a
like
thing that
edge
you need
yourself
pills.
every day? You
Yeah.
just take some pills every day, and you just have like 3 times as much cum. It's great.
You can't
It just
train.
What are you
it, like,
doing with all
multiplies
that
however
extra,
much
though?
cum
Like,
you
where are
have.
you?
Where
What
are
am I
you
putting
doing
it
with
all?
all the extra cum?
I guess
Sorry,
you're
yeah,
right
You're like
about the extra
storing it in
cum,
mason
but-
jars for the apocalypse, or like what's going on over there, man?
Oh my
Look at
god,
it,
it's not
plenty.
Cold
There
Jar
are
Island
plenty.
again.
There are
Please.
plenty of willing participants who would like to have
hold on.
it. Okay?
Just there's a couple of things I'm a little confused about here. There seems to be like this seeming understanding
happening?
on this panel that like people don't like cum. I don't know if you know this, but there's like a lot of people who love to have.
People like them, yeah.
Yeah, they love it. They like to have buckets blown on their face, and in order for someone to have buckets blown on their face, you have to have somebody who can produce buckets. Xanderhal is a brave boy for stepping up to take the pills necessary to blow cum bucket loads.
Wait, can we
I
read off some of the side effects on there?
I can
Yeah,
tell you
okay.
There aren't any. It's
Depression,
at least as
suicide,
far as I know.
There aren't any publicly.
It's like all the stuff in these
happy
pills
wife,
and stuff you can just
happy
buy at the store.
girlfriends, happy, you're blowing out all those condoms, increased fertility. I mean, come on.
Wait, blowing out condoms is not a good thing, okay? If you're wearing a condom, you're trying not to get anybody pregnant. You don't want to be fucking
Depends on your
blowing the lid
perspective.
off.
Depends on your perspective, right?
I mean, yeah, there's
I
a
think if
some
you-
breedable thing.
We're not advocating
The
stealthing
broken
here.
condom kink.
Yeah, we're trying to keep that sucker on there, okay?
Dude.
Well, stealthing's not when the condom breaks.
Oh my
That's-
god, the condom breaking hurts so much. I still remember. Like, it's been a long time, but like, I still remember the pain of that, man. I still remember the pain.
Of a condom breaking?
Yeah, inside you during
What were
the
you
ass.
using? Like were you using like an industrial strength condom where it, like when it snapped, it was like a, yeah, it's like when one of those monorails with the little cable, it snaps and it like cuts a tree in half.
If you just
Well-
imagine, like, when you throw like an aerosol can into the fire and it just explodes, like, yeah, that's what's happening in
It's
there.
not even that. It's like the condom itself, kind of like part of it when it breaks, right? And then there's still the friction because initially you don't realize, right, that it broke. And then there's the friction, and then whatever friction the condom, I guess, kind of like it kind of like I don't know, it like kind of bunches up at points, and then like it hurts. Yeah, it hurts really
Yeah,
bad.
it really sucks. You know what else? You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of like when your like foreskin snaps while you're fucking, and then it bunches up.
True.
Huh?
Please.
True.
What?
please.
Yeah,
And you just
please.
have an unwanted circumcision.
I don't want to.
DemonMama
I
knows.
meant like a partial. I meant like a
Please.
partial blowout.
Yeah,
You
just
know,
a
like, it's like a tire
yeah.
blowing out.
Yeah, and then you
can we
gotta
just-
fix a flat it, right?
Can we just like,
Exactly. You're onto it. Yeah.
Can we
you
just
know.
like?
We're on
take
the
a
same
few steps
page.
Back from the dick.
I have a
pics
What
question,
are we
of
though.
talking
Phoenix
about
and
now?
Pain.
Wait,
Well,
you didn't have any
all due
problem.
respect,
But wait, are you being phallically objective? Like, you didn't care whenever Stardust was talking about it, okay?
I
And all of a
didn't care
sudden
what-
we started
it's
talking
not-
about
no, wait.
penises instead of
It's-
vaginas, and now all of a sudden you're upset, okay?
Yeah, I
Wait,
get.
first
You
of
know,
all, wait a
I can
minute.
almost feel it. Okay. The
So,
penile
well,
tension, as in like it's
we're
gonna
talking-
break.
There's a
like,
word
We're
for
worrying
that,
about
okay?
penile
There's an
pain.
ism for
Wait.
I
that.
can immediately fix this. The first thing
Can
you
your
need to think of-
foreskin really snap?
Oh my
Of course it
fucking
can.
God.
Well, like any
I
skin,
mean, it
can.
depends on how committed you are.
Ooh. Imagine this, okay? For those of you, the foreskin havers out there, imagine if somebody took like a piece of paper and just went, and then, it just pops right up.
No, please, stop. There's no
I
need
have
for
a
this.
question,
There's
I
no
have a
need
question.
for this.
You're right.
There's no need for this.
Well, there is a need. This is
Back to
important.
the topic. Would you rather eat one of your animals, kill and eat one of your animals,
Look,
or
alright.
never come again?
This is
Well,
the
okay,
right
so this is
answer.
related to the topic. This is a clarifying question. The reason why I brought up lock and load is because what if there's something you can take that reduces the amount of cum that you produce? So then now you don't have to worry about the full balls one day just exploding and killing you.
It doesn't really matter. You can't come ever again. So.
Taking
But my point is, what if you took something that just completely makes it so that your body can't produce cum anymore, and so you don't have to worry?
Hearing about this cum discourse. Frankly,
Alright.
chat is bored out of their fucking
The
mind
fucking
right
the
now.
correct answer
Shut
is
the fuck up! I've been sitting
No,
there being
CTV,
quiet
I gotta
for
get
a
this
fucking
in.
while,
I've been
right?
waiting
I've
to
been
get
be-
this
I've
in,
been
bro.
being quiet for a fucking while, right? So you're gonna sit there.
Well, yeah, you
and
didn't
you're
have
gonna
anything to
fucking let me
add. I
speak.
have something to add,
Because
CTV.
this-
yeah, we got good
This whole
Christian
fucking-
conservatives on this panel, man. What the fuck?
This,
Wait,
this
hold
whole
on.
fucking discourse is just silly as fuck. It's so fucking silly, in fact, right?
True.
That I'm going to tell you what the easy
Tell 'em.
fucking choice is here, right? The fact of the matter is, the reason why they say that there's more than one way to skin a
Oh,
cat
that's cool. Someone made a
is
village.
because there's more than
Made
one
it someone made
fucking
an
way
apple
to
village.
skin a cat, right?
True.
So it's real easy, right?
Oh.
Human beings, right? We are the caretakers of everything, right? And we got to make sure we take care of ourselves before we can take care of anybody else. There's the philosophy. Easy cheesy, motherfucking real easy.
Okay, fair enough.
So, what you're saying is basically that you haven't come in years anyway, so it doesn't matter to you.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't.
I have
say
a question. I have a question. Hey, Xanderhall, does it make a noise when you come now? Like, does it make a gun noise?
It looks, sounds, and has the effect of like a mortar shell going off.
Is it like a plasma rifle
right.
from Halo or something?
It's like it looks like Covenant technology is being used. Yeah, it's
That's
hilarious.
Nick,
it's
you
funny.
wanted to
The reason
answer,
I got
right?
it is because it's a hilarious amount.
Yes, the
It
correct
is.
answer is 100% that animals live way less than I do, and I matter more. So,
yeah.
The dog's got like what 7 or 8 more years left. I mean, I got a few more.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta join Team Pet Death, I guess.
Yeah, if you go
I
like
think-
20, 30
look,
years out,
he's-
now you don't have a pet and you can't come, and
He's
you have no other
got-
options.
He's
Yeah.
got a couple years left, Mr. Reptart, and he's trying to run away anyway. So I mean, look, I could give him a solid 6 more months. Okay, if I really, just for my boy, because he's been such a good pet, I could do him a solid as a memorial. I'll give him like 6 more months, and then I gotta eat him. I guess he's going on the barbecue grill. Shish kebab.
If I'm gonna give a serious answer, no, I just wouldn't come. Like, it's not that hard to control yourself. I'd be fine. I'd be more than fine. I love my pets. They're fucking sick, and I wouldn't want to kill or eat them, for really any reason. I'd be fine. I'd find some other things. I could dive deep into art. I could, which I already do anyway. So like, I don't know. I'd be fine. I've had so much sex. Like, I've had so much pussy. I'd be fine for the rest of my life if I couldn't do it anymore. But pets, you only have one life. How many pets, I don't know. I think pets are great, so.
Okay.
For those of you who are eating the pets, how are you cooking them?
Well, I got to do it big. I mean, because I can't just like kill him and then eat him raw or like a savage. I got to give him the proper.
Be a celebration.
Exactly.
Like a fucking fire roast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to
it
make.
should be a celebration.
I have to
If
make
it's-
like
if
a
it's your pet-
Thanksgiving dinner, and he's got to be the centerpiece in the table, man. I
That's it.
can't. Yeah, I can't
You're
Like
fucking.
an
also
apple in his
trying-
mouth or something?
Yeah, it can't be like a fucking McDonald's like fast food. Like, let's just
Yeah,
throw him in
no,
the fucking
no.
microwave.
No, you
Yeah,
gotta-
I mean-
you gotta- yeah.
Yeah, he's not a fucking
No,
hot
see,
pocket,
this
man. He's
is
a
all- these are all
gourmet
like- these are
dish.
all like- This
Matter
is
of
like
fact,
pussy.
you know what? I'd be willing to put back, say like maybe a month or two, just to make sure we get everything, get the muscles.
Oh, yeah.
tenderized, you know what I mean? Like get them fattened up just right.
Oh yeah,
Make sure their last days are happy, right? Just as happy
And-
as they can be.
and we gotta smoke them, like barbecue style, for
Yeah.
like 12 hours.
Yeah,
Like it can't be. Yeah, man.
For me, if I had to choose to eat the pet, I would invite all of my friends over, and we would dim all the lights down, have candlelight only, and then I would just pass the animal around while alive to be bitten from. I feel like that's the only real way to do true honor, is you need to have like a horrific ceremony that shows that you chose coming over your pet.
Yeah,
And so
You
Yeah,
gotta put
make
like
everyone-
pentagrams on the ground.
That's-
I don't know.
That's
You don't have to
terrible.
get. I'm not gonna
Well,
involve
that sounds
Satan in it. but-
painful. That
Wait,
sounds
actually,
painful
someone
for
in
the
my
pet.
chat just made a good
Of
point.
course,
We
yeah.
literally spay and neuter our pets all the time, and they seem pretty happy, even though they can't do it.
Yeah, and fucking women get hysterectomies and men get fucking vasectomies, right? What's your fucking point?
Wait, but this is different though.
Wait,
having
spaying and
yeah.
neutering is not the same as getting a vasectomy or a hysterectomy.
Really?
That's
So
not
what's
how
the
that
fucking
works.
point of both?
They're similar. Okay, hold on.
To stop the fucking male or female reproduction system from being
Okay.
able to function.
The neutering
normally,
of
correct?
they're
male
not-
dogs
they're not-
specifically, as well as male cats, is
I'm
to
glad
prevent
you're
them from
being
doing
introduced to the
activities
fucking
that
English language
ant dogs
tonight.
and
They're not
cats tend to
sentient
do.
Learn
beings.
These things for words, they're called
Territorial ones.
synonyms, right? This
Yeah.
is your introduction.
They're not
To be
sentient
fair,
beings either. Like
So to be fair, I used to have a cat, and
How
he
does
he was fixed. I believe.
CTV not know how
Well, I know he
neutering
was
animals
fixed,
works. He's
and
had
he
dogs,
still humped
right?
everything.
bro.
He humped everything, and
still
he
do
never
it.
stopped humping things. He was an asshole.
I mean, I can understand that. I can understand that completely.
Wait,
I
so-
mean, wait, what do you
Oh,
mean? What do you,
oh,
oh, Chud,
no,
were you just gonna interrupt me?
I
Talking
was
about my
about to-
very personal
Wait.
struggles?
I was, yeah. As long as I get to speak next, I've got an important question for Xanderhall, okay?
Okay, well, it's okay. You
You're
go
gonna,
ahead.
what? Are you gonna ask him about coming again? I'm tired of
Yeah,
hearing
dude,
about
ask
this.
him. Chud, ask him.
This 21-year-old,
22.
I'm
All right, listen.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
I'm legal.
I was just going to say, I don't want to. Obviously, I'm streaming as well. TOS is a key to me, but it takes me back, Tyler, what you just said, to a debate you had with a vegan, and you talked about there was a certain group of people on the other side of Mars, and you know, if they had to be genocided in order to feed you, and you'd accept that. I think you know what I'm talking about.
How the fuck do you remember this? This was like a year and a half ago. How do you remember? This is from when I lived in Florida.
That's Chud's specialty. Chud's specialty is being able to dredge up old things you thought were gone, and
that's
like
because he's actually an artificial intelligence. He's an AI. That's why it's taking this long for him to announce that he's going to get a camera.
A year and a half ago.
I'm just interested to see what your take on that is now. Would you still genocide the you-know-what?
Okay, so for those that don't know, I had a debate with a vegan named Ask Yourself.
We want you to answer the question. We don't want you to recap it. Okay, that's
okay. No context. Okay,
context is not allowed here.
No
what
context.
The fuck?
Yeah, where do you think you are?
I mean,
this is live stream fails. Just tell us what happened.
True.
I mean, in the argument that I made, yeah, it's still true. We're kind of doing that. If you make the argument that animals. If you make the argument that Ask Yourself did, that there are people out there whose mental capacity is the same level of that of like a cow or a dog or whatever, then yeah, I mean, essentially you are doing the moral equivalent of doing a genocide of like mentally disabled people, if that's your standard. I disagree with it.
But you would eat your
Ask
pet.
Yourself seems to agree. No.
Well, then you're not.
Hang on a sec. So wait a second. So you would eat. No, wait. This is important. This is important, right? So you would cannibalize.
It's a completely emotional position.
Wait, listen.
That I like cows.
Listen. So are you telling me you would cannibalize a mentally disabled person, but you wouldn't eat your own pet? Is that correct?
You would eat Boblax?
Oh my god!
Stop! No, wait, we can't bring people's names to this. Now we're okay. So we're going full in on the cannibalism discourse.
This dude's out
now.
here snacking in mental hospitals, man. What are you talking about?
Listen.
What's going on here?
Chat, there is a poll in the chat.
Lately. I gotta
click on the
get
link
food,
and vote for your favorite. Whoever won the argument in your eyes. Continue, panelists.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that what the inevitable conclusion of this conversation is: arm all kittens, give dogs laser guns, give nukes to dolphins, and let them fight for themselves, because it's about time that animals get free of the chains.
Bro, you know what would happen? They would kill each other.
And arm the disabled.
Because they're all focused on procreation and territory dominating. Okay,
Dude,
they would murder each other.
I have to contest that. I'm so sorry.
I mean, we're doing the same thing, but we have a little more like self-awareness. That's the only difference.
Animals are so much smarter than you give them credit for. That is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Do you know?
But they're not. They're exactly as smart as we give them credit for. That's why we only give them credit for that.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We just now named octopus as sentient, or like whatever we did. We gave them like rights.
We found out octopuses are like
not because of
one of the smartest creatures
all along, and we were just like, it's just a squiggly thing.
All right,
because we're
prove
idiots. Wait,
octopi have been found to be one of the smartest animals on
Earth.
All
animals do is care about like territory and shit. No, dude, there's so many different types of animals.
Because it's observable. What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
Is the new topic?
This is a common trait with every single animal. What do you mean?
Pause for a second.
Didn't we find out like octopi are the smartest animals on Earth?
Both of you pause. All right. Question: do we want topic 2 to be whether animals have sentience?
Sentience, or do we want to say whether, like, I don't know, that's
a hard, come on, really backpedal away.
Wait, sentience? Wait, I will not back down on this at all. Like, sentience is just a really hard standard. Do I think that animals should have rights and should be liberated? Yes, 100%, no questions asked. And also, I think that the idea that all animals are basically like a cartoon wolf that just fights over property, when you have like ants that are like literally billion-member hive minds, birds that flock.
Right, but they compete with other species. Birds do the same thing, and so do ants. They compete with other species that move into their territory. What are you talking about?
Talk about a backpedal. So now you're saying that animals surviving is the same thing as animals just killing each other for territory? What the fuck? That is the biggest.
My point was that. Do you think that? Wait, my point was that if you armed animals, do you think they would do anything different than what humans do with them?
Totally.
What the fuck do we do with weapons?
Stupid.
Actually, okay. Here's topic 2.
You think that all the animals would just like form Avatar and like kill all the humans?
Maybe that would be awesome.
No.
All right. I will let you guys continue. I'll let you guys continue. Just give me a second here, okay? Chat. New topic. Okay, this is part 2. Okay. The question is, would you eat a mentally disabled person, but not? Wait, sorry. You would eat mentally disabled people, but clocked. I'm trying to go with this, but I don't know how you phrase this question here. but not your own pet that arguably has even less mental capacity.
So we're cannibal JF now. That's the strat.
Okay,
No,
anyways,
we're just Xander Hall.
should animals have rights, and what rights should they have? That's topic number 2.
Okay, that's a better way to word that.
Yeah.
Ooh, should animals have rights, and what rights did you say, or what animals?
And what let's just keep it broad. Should animals have rights? And if so, what?
Sure.
Yeah, animals should have rights. They're living, breathing, feeling creatures,
No.
and yes,
We
should
need to
have-
like
They
give
should have
some
free
definition
speech.
on rights. Like, what are we
They
talking
should have
about?
free
they already-
speech for starters.
Wait, Chud logic.
True.
The funny thing
I
about
think
that, the funny thing
animals
about that
have
is they
freer
actually-
speech than humans. Okay, they're
do
probably
have- yeah,
slurring
humans
it
have
up
freer
all the
speech.
time, and nobody
They
is fucking
probably
cracking
are.
a whip on them. Okay, I haven't seen a single fucking dolphin get banned on Twitch.
Look,
Yeah, it's a blissful
animals
life.
have
Maybe
strict
dolphins just aren't
Second
racist.
Amendment rights. You can't take the weapons away from them. They
Ooh,
have
I
the
do
right to
agree
bear
with
arms.
that. I agree with that.
Bears
100%.
have the right to bear arms.
If you have the right
Wait,
to bear
wait, hold
arms,
on. Like,
if
do
you
you
take
know
them
that,
away,
like-
they'll probably die.
Do you
So-
know that do you know that
They're like
it was,
Americans.
like 5 years ago that we finally banned using like donuts and shit to hide bear traps in, so that like bears would just wander into bear traps and then die, and then they'd like die in agony over like the course of like a week, and then some fucking lazy hunter would be like, "Oh, I got a bear." That was like just banned in our country. Like,
Wait, do you think
there's
hunters
no-
are actually out there like looking for bear? You know, bear meat is like one of the most dangerous meats to like eat.
Yeah, good.
Like, most
And I
hunters
wanted
don't
be-
want
wait,
to kill
wait.
bears.
I wanted
There's
to be,
hunters
I wanted
that
to be
kill
more
bears in
dangerous.
certain areas because they need to cull the species so that they don't overrun like the elk or the deer. But most of the time, they're not hunting them for meat because their meat is like ridden with fucking worms and parasites all the time.
Yeah, good. And I hope
Typically,
that
you don't
I
really
would
eat
like-
bear.
I would like the bears to have guns so they could shoot the hunters back. That would be sick.
Right,
Pretty
good
sure
job.
bear is not. Like,
Bears
they
don't need guns.
They don't go
Yes,
like,
they
looking
do.
for eating them. They look for them to make like I don't know, like rugs and shit, or like put their head on the wall. Isn't that the point? Like, oh, I
Nah,
killed this bear with a bear trap over the course of a week. Look at its head. Isn't that
Also,
so
like,
cool, guys?
Back
Aren't I
in
good
Florida, they
hunter?
only
I
did it
mean,
with like
if you're
problem
using a bear
bears.
trap, it's probably because you have like some kind of like farm. You have like cattle
Yeah.
or some shit that you're trying to protect. I don't think people are just throwing up. I'm sure there's probably one or two, but I don't think
No, you're
generally. I don't think hunters are out there just throwing out fucking bear traps. Like, hey, let's just
Ed,
fucking
you're
get
dead
me a
wrong
bear
about
today.
In my home state, it was a huge political issue actually, whether bear baiting would be banned or not, because it was so.
What's your
common.
home? What's your home state?
My home state is the state of Maine. Have you ever heard of it? It's kind of like Canada, but a little
I
bit.
mean,
more.
I don't know until you tell me. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's cool. So, but yeah, yeah, give the bears guns. Fuck stupid lazy hunters who see a thing on TV and go, "Ooh, I love that," and then they just let the body rot out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, fuck those people. Yes, animals absolutely deserve rights. Humans,
You
I don't know.
realize that
I don't know,
other
excuse
hunters
me,
that
I don't
actually
know if
hunt fucking don't let people get away with that shit either, right? The
wait, yeah.
population that you're speaking about are like the lowest of low, and most people, if they witness that, would probably like take care of the situation on site and then like take the bear's paws and then maul them across their face back. Oh look, you just got mauled by a fucking bear. Just saying.
I mean, well, I agree with you. We're not in disagreement that like bear baiters and stuff like that, and like fox hunters and stuff like that are like the lowest of the low. I agree with you on that for sure. But I just think that animals
I didn't
absolutely
say a
deserve rights.
damn thing about foxes or anything else. So before you even start trying to include the words "agree with me," make sure that it's something that I actually said.
Okay.
Okay.
Fox
What are we
hunting is
talking
pussy
about?
shit,
Talking
though.
about rights. Like, what do you mean by rights?
Yeah, that would be my next question. What type of rights should
I looked
they
up.
have?
I mean, this is like the first thing I looked up on your bear thing in Maine. There was like there was a problem recently with the bear population. It was like growing too fast. Yeah, it was like reaching it reached like
That has
36,000 or
nothing-
something, and then
That
they
literally
said
has
that
nothing.
it started to become a problem. I don't
Has
know, like
nothing to do with bear baiting. was
I
talking
mean,
about-
but if it would, if you're talking about them like people trapping bears or hunting bears and that being an issue, then like it's not that you having an issue with people trapping bears is not the same as like the bears are gonna fucking wipe out every other like species.
I actually don't know what you're talking about. That sentence did not make sense to me.
All right, well, good job.
were you congratulating yourself on failing to put together a sentence that was that made any sense?
You brought this up, and then you didn't know anything about it. Like I don't know what else to say.
I didn't know anything about it.
There was a bear problem, so like they started letting people have more license to trap and hunt bears.
You're literally making that up. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about bear hunting licenses. I'm talking about bear baiting, which was banned in Maine like a decade ago, and I voted on that because bear baiting is barbaric and disgusting.
Okay, maybe.
Is that she don't want
wait, sorry.
Maybe we're on two different things. But you just said there was a problem with like just killing and trapping bears generally.
Do we want to go to like the old school style of bear baiting? Do you guys? Oh, Chud knows about this. You know about what UK bear baiting is, right? Do you guys know what UK bear baiting is?
No.
Chud, do you know what that is?
They have bears there?
What's that? I've never heard of that before.
Okay, so bear baiting in the UK is a different thing than what I was talking about, but also disgustingly heinous. What would be done is basically a bear would be caught and tranquilized or otherwise weakened. Then they would chain the bear to the tree, and then they would release their hunting dogs to eat the bear alive for entertainment. This was a form of entertainment in like.
Wait, how long ago are we talking?
I don't know, I mean, how long ago? I mean, it was like it still happened up until like the 1800s. But is that like the kind of thing?
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone would do that now as like a kink or something.
Yeah, I mean, you.
Ooh. You mean like have a bear and then a bunch of like puppy players, and then they go in and they like all fuck? Oh, that's ethical. That's
no. You just have Xander Hall popping fucking dick pills and just jerking off in the corner, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's
I mean, would you be up for that, Xander Hall? I don't know if that's your cup of tea, to be honest.
It'd make that room pretty gooey.
There you go, man. Xander Hall's willing to take one for the team.
Out with bear baiting, in with quote unquote bear baiting for kink.
I'm baiting.
Hell yeah, I'm here for it.
So, I guess I have no problem with hunting. I actually I think hunting is like, if
Stop
you're
ignoring the
if that's how you
conversation,
get your
not.
food or whatever, that's like super dope. But I do think it's kind
know
of
anything about bear
sad
hunting.
that pigs are smarter than dogs, and we keep them locked up the way that they are. And I don't know, they're in such bad conditions a lot of the time
Unfortunately,
that
they're more delicious than dogs. I mean, I didn't make
You
that.
do you know
pork's
that?
overrated.
Have
Bacon
you had
is the
dog?
only good pork. Every
you
other
had
bit
dog?
of pork is kind of meh.
Nick, have you had dog? Can you say that objectively?
Oh,
Don't answer.
Can I make this joke? I'm not making the joke.
Plead the
Never
fifth.
mind.
You
Yeah, I plead the
Use
fifth
your
on
Fifth
that one.
Amendment.
until you have dog, then just saying.
I feel like I could make a guess and agree with. I feel like just guessing.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know if you can just guess.
No,
That's hard. There's
I
some
don't-
surprisingly delicious things.
I don't have any problem with getting to a place where we're not eating animals anymore. But we gotta speed up this growing meat from a little tray in a lab. We're working on it, and it's
I'm
a
so
thing
excited
already.
about
Yeah,
Me
but
too.
it's still pretty expensive. So I mean, that would
just-
be the best option, I think.
I'm just waiting for the guy in Florida who got arrested for fucking an alligator that he zip tied in his backyard. That dude is no longer going to be going around fucking alligators because he's gonna just make an alligator pussy out of the lab that he has in his home.
I mean,
I
think that's
didn't hear
significant.
about this story.
Unironically, I think that if you created a lab alligator pussy instead of fucking an alligator, that's significantly better. It resolves.
Okay, but wait. All right.
So, Stardust, as a Floridian, I need to ask you, which alligator fucker are you referring to? Because this has not happened just yet.
Yeah,
Wait, there's more than one?
Yeah, it's Florida.
oh, yeah.
There's lots of
Holy
alligators
shit.
and lots of crazy people.
I
What do you
think
think's
I
happening?
remember
minute.
hearing about this
Okay.
7 to 10 years ago, maybe. I'm not sure. So
All right, wait. Here's a serious question, though. Okay, because I think we could all agree that humping animals is probably not a good thing because they can't give you consent. But
A few other reasons.
if you're going to do that,
Sorry.
isn't
Let me
it
sit down
fair? Wait, hold on. Isn't it fair that you choose a predator like an alligator or a big cat that can damage you and kill you?
I don't
mean,
think
if
it's fair
he's
because you're still
chaining
raping
it
it.
That's different. That's different if he's chaining it up. But let's say this was your thing and you weren't chaining it up.
There's just
Do you
an
think that
important
that's
Are you going?
How would you
is this
determine
the
consent?
McAfee argument? Is this the McAfee argument where McAfee was talking about the whale and he was like, "Well, the whale could have killed me if it wanted to, but it didn't."
I don't know.
Wait, you know that?
I'm just
that
asking
actually-
questions
John
here, okay?
McAfee's an amazing man. Was amazing.
Look,
man.
if you're able to wrestle a bear to the
fuck
ground,
yeah.
I don't think that gives you the right to fuck it. I don't know.
What
Right,
is
to
the
be honest
bear
with you, I'm very concerned with some of these.
You wrestle a bear to the ground, you don't think you have the right to fuck it? You just
Yeah,
took
What
out
I'm
a fucking
saying,
bear.
like,
You just
I'm
took
not-
out
Yeah,
a
but the
fucking
bear's
Look, if
not-
I wrestle the girl to the ground, I don't think I just gained the right to fuck her.
No.
Whoa, we're talking about a bear. There's no
Yeah,
difference
exactly.
between a
Why-
bear and a
Relax,
female, right?
dude.
One, two.
Okay.
It's a fucking bear.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
would I
I'm
want
sorry,
to
but this
fuck
is
a bear?
important. This is important. I feel we're missing a detail.
Just for the
here.
thrill.
well, wait a
All
minute.
these-
Wait a minute. We don't ask for consent from animals when we eat them, right? So why are we asking for consent from animals when we fuck them?
These
Got a
fucking
bear.
animals is
That is
gross.
a great question.
Sure.
We
I'm
have
so
a
happy
bit
you
more of a
asked that
visceral
question.
reaction to
What
it.
an interesting thing to
I
think
mean,
about.
has anybody else not seen The Reverend? Right? If
Wait.
Leonardo DiCaprio would have actually been able to take that bear down, right? What I would expect in the next scene would have been like the release of all the tension. That's what I would have expected. But instead, he got his ass kicked, which is to be expected, right? And he's lucky his ass survived. So in the fucking like crazy ass world that apparently everybody likes to live in here, right? Is if you actually take down a fucking bear and that's on the menu for you, I'm gonna be like, well, that's what you want to do. Go right on ahead. I don't give a fuck. You took down
Okay.
a fucking bear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, now we now know the approach. We now understand that critically thinking veteran does indeed endorse bear fucking. Incredible.
Look, as
But
long
you
as
gotta
you're
do
not.
it barehanded.
Look,
You
wait.
gotta do it barehanded.
That's
Yeah,
what you're saying.
no
Like, if you
weapons.
dominate the
Yeah.
animal, bestiality's fine.
No weapons. We're talking full-grown adults.
Yeah.
And no zip ties, no tying, nothing. If you
Right.
can do that barehanded, I feel like we have to allow you to do that.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm just saying.
Look, that
I
bear
don't know
needs to
why we
get out
put
of the
this.
ecosystem, right?
I mean,
I don't know why we put this specific thing around sex when we don't do it for actually like killing the animal, right? And so by that, what I'm saying is like, if I wanted, if there's some person who's like
A
brain dead
Christmas
out there,
creeper.
who's just like a
Finally.
vegetable, why shouldn't I be allowed to like eat them?
Wait,
I mean they are
Right,
a
okay,
vegetable.
listen.
I don't know why.
Hold on,
I think
wait,
that's
wait,
why
wait.
they're called a
This
vegetable.
This is take. Okay, I'm going to bring it back on track because
This
that's
is
quite
a
controversial.
Christmas
okay?
creeper,
What I'm gonna
guys. If you
ask
see
is
one of these,
this,
you kill it
right?
on sight.
I feel that there's very
'Cause they drop
reactionary tendencies being
sometimes,
displayed
hopefully.
in terms of people saying about
This
consent in
Christmas
animals,
spices.
right? I feel that the
Need those for a lot of
underrepresented
crafting
zoophile
recipes.
community
It's
is
rare
not being
material.
represented
Oh,
on this panel.
please.
Although I'm not a zoophile,
No.
I'm going to put
Go
it out there and
fucker.
say
Go fucker.
zoophiles
Go
believe that
fucker.
animals can consent. They can give non-verbal cues, like their dog will look at you like, oh, hello, and then you can, whatever, get on the red rocket, presumably. So I just want to throw that out there to the panel, okay?
okay, so there's two things I could say here. First of all, Stardust asks a good question, but sidesteps something very important, which we must must recognize, which is that how do you think we get new meat? How do you think we get more milk? If your answer
By
is-
humping animals.
If the answer is the stork delivers us new animals, no. The answer is we rape animals. We mass rape animals. We forcibly inseminate animals. We make them rape each other so that we can get more meat. And yeah, it is really
Wait.
interesting. Yeah,
Pretty
literally.
based.
Well, that's real
Nature,
real life.
though. That's
what
kind of
was
that
that?
happens in the
Nature
wild
is
too.
rape.
Wait, do you want to know
Putting
the
a bull in the
process?
sink
Hold on,
and
I'll explain the
explain it
process.
as a
They
cow
put a
that's in heat
dildo
is
in the
not
bull's
rape.
asshole to stimulate its prostate. They fuck the dildo in the. They fuck a bull in the ass with a dildo to stimulate its prostate to make it come, so they can get semen to
or by
artificially
hand,
inseminate
or by hand.
females. Or they'll do it by hand, or they'll use a
very common
mating post thing or whatever, where there'll be like a guy inside who's like jacking the fucking bull off like Francis had to.
Imagine
and
being the
Malcolm in
dude
middle,
who
but, yeah.
jerks off the animals at the farm. That shit.
That's an actual job. That's an actual
know,
It's
job.
an
I know
actual
it's an
job,
actual
and
job.
there's an episode of Malcolm in the Middle about it.
Alright,
Like I
listen,
said.
listen.
Wait a sec.
Highly recommended.
Alright, you good?
I was going to say quickly, wasn't that Vosh's job before he started streaming?
Correct. Yes, correct. Yes, that's where the
That's
Vorsh
why
came
he's
from.
yikers, dude. Fuck.
Divorce.
Eating
Yeah,
meat is like the definition of trust the process because, like, yeah, there's a lot of shady shit going on, but it tastes delicious, so it's pretty.
So I've got a
basic.
question.
Don't ask
for you.
how
This
sausage is made.
This is a real moral conundrum. Okay, I have two really good questions. I think will be very thought provoking for all of us. So first of all, okay, can you fuck Scooby Doo? Scooby Doo can talk. He can clearly make decisions for himself. He's definitely smarter than Shaggy. I would say, at least from my position, if we're talking about Scooby-Doo, it would be more unethical to fuck Shaggy, who is clearly stupider than Scooby, than it would be to fuck Scooby, right? So here's the question:
Scrappy-Doo, which is child. Sorry, my apologies.
No. Yeah. I know where your mind was going. You were like, ooh, what about the kid dog?
You in the UK, man, you guys have a real issue over there with that stuff. You gotta clean it up. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, my apologies. Please continue.
Well, listen. So, like, that's the question: is Scooby-Doo fair game for all of these people here? Do you think that you can fuck? And here's the follow-up question. The other question is, what happens if aliens visit Earth someday? And they're super sexy. They have like huge, like 6 gigantic heaving tits, massive dicks that can do all kinds of cool shit. And they're like, we want to fuck you. Would it be unethical for them to fuck us because we're so much stupider? We're basically.
What if they have 3 tits? Because that would be pretty nice if they had 3 tits instead of 6.
What if they have 3 tits? Yeah, 3 tits. Well, I love 6 is fine.
Nice.